We are having sort of a split fight. They are split between the dragon and the fight. They should just take the fight.
Did they know the Twitch is here? Twitch is going to spray and pray. Think he's going to be able to kill the Mordekaiser? Surely? Dead. Nice, there it happens.
Brazil
look at the Twitches, look at the Twitches, look where he is though. He's going to kill this Ari easily. They just don't know he's there.
Killing off screen.
Yeah, for real. It's going to go down. Mel here, Caitlyn doing the rest of the fight. But again, the Twitch comes from nowhere. He's crazy.
For the side, we're not going to see J4 go right in. The ult comes up, the Cataclysm comes out. They're all fighting in the middle. Not as caught in the trunk somehow. The Super Death Talker does come out and then I'm getting knocked back. However, Olaf is on that backline, taking a lot of damage. Sevilla will fall, Jinx will fall. But this Olaf, he's taking them all back.
He just went before them. Okay, naturally, I guess.
Safety. Jinx is on the other side of this wall. If they can keep, I was gonna say, if they can keep him safe. Okay, he went hella aggressive there. He's gonna get 2 kills. He's gonna go for the 3rd kill. He's gonna go for the 4th kill. Help the best stole his Penta. Quadra kill here for Cookie. To be fine here. Meanwhile, Zeus is gonna be fighting Swaros on the top side, and that's gonna be a no! Victor stole the Nash.
Oh my god. But the difference between it's not going to be enough because they come back around for the drive-by. Bloody, that's going to be a hell of a clip.
It's, it's like it's more of a rare occasion if it does happen. Just like a 3-man Bard ult coming out. Holy moly, in goes Neela as well. Look at the 4-man pull. Holy moly, the cutters are absolutely getting slaughtered and getting sent to the butchers. Clean ace.
Below on gold, it's going to be really hard for you to do the Baron here. Shreds your resistances. And we see 5DK are wrapping around. They're going to have to leave it, but it's on 3K. That means 5DK can just start it. It's very close to being stolen. They're going to just take this. Red team do get it. That's so unfortunate. And now the team fight begins. And JP's in the wrong place. He's going to get collapsed on. What can they even do here? Huey's going to run. Sejuani just going to watch his AP carry get popped. And he just has to run behind the turret and pray.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MiniLCS Winter Open 2026. We're on week 5, day 4 of streaming. Wow, what a long weekend, and this is the last, should be, hopefully, fuck you if you fuck this up, this is the last weekend off the group stages, ladies and gentlemen, and today is Sweatlord's brackets. We have 2 games going on today. We're showing you the top, we are showing you Latitude versus Pagans fight for top place. If Latitude win, they are completely through, top of the table, they can choose whoever the fuck they want. But if Pagans win and Mystery Int, the other game that's going on, loses, they'll be 2nd place. So it's all about the seedings right now. And with that, the draft's already started, so I'm just going to swing it over to our casters. Welcome, gents.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are here once again for another series in the Sweatlord bracket. And let me first introduce you my fellow caster, Sai, who will be doing his best this series and will be on the play-by-play, and I will be providing the cast, the color. If we look at the drafts, we see that a couple of bans have been thrown out. The Caitlyn, Ambessa, and Malphite for the Pagans, not wanting to deal with that on Latitude. And then the answer has been the Silas, the Varus, the Gwen. Latitude have Baywand Rise, which was answered with an Orianna and a Wukong. Wukong being able to carry the Orianna ball down towards the back line, so that's a nice start. However, Latitude then answer with Mundo in the jungle and a likely Sion in the top lane. So these picks are coming quick and fast. That means that Latitude will have an excellent front line, and it's going to be interesting to see what bot lane they will decide to pick. However, Pagans has decided to already answer with Yunara. Yunara, well known for her build for being able to shred tanks, so a good choice there. And now it's going to be interesting to see what the Pagans are going to remove from Latitude, because Latitude does have Humble, who in his last series ended up with a pentakill on Sivir. So we will be seeing what he will pilot here. And he was known for both his Sivir, his Kai'Sa, and his Corki. Corki is already has found himself onto the ban list fairly quickly. So now the question will be, what will they decide to ban for Latitude? Well, Latitude are going to look to potentially pinch out the support pool. Okay. I most certainly dig that, and there we go, the Sivir is out. So that's going to be interesting. We will see. I'm curious to see what we will be seeing from Latitude, from Humboldt this game. I'm fairly certain that he is going to be bringing some games, and he's going to be bringing some spice, and I would expect him to go for a hyper carry. Funnily enough, the Jinx is open. And the support pole, the Enchanters, hasn't been touched. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Pagans potentially looking at a Zion here to jump in on the action. Into a Zion. Kale could also be a decent option, but I feel it's going to be the Zahen, and it is the Zahen. So we're going to be seeing a lot of packed action. And now the Latitude looking for some more engage from the support role and locking in the Nautilus. Now the question will be, which AD carry will... Yeah, more frontline, more engage. Now the question becomes, who do they lock in as the AD carry, because it's going to have to have something with a bit of self-peel. And we end up seeing the Lucian. So this is going to be... It's basically... They're going to be looking for a team fight to pile everything on close ranged and just go and try and shred things, whereas we're going to be seeing the counter pick of the support, and they are looking for a Thresh, a playmaker for the Pagans. And this should be a fun... Ooh. No, surely not. Wow. All right, they pivot to Renata. Renata is very, very interesting and it's a pretty decent option because the Latitude want to be engaging, running into the Pagans, and if they do that anywhere in a closed quarter, it's going to be an excellent position to throw that ult and reverse everything. Sai, what do you think of the team comp so far?
Well, looking at the team comps, I think, like you said, Latitude is pretty short ranged, both of their carries. I think both are outranged by both Orianna and Yunara, so if they don't get a fight going immediately and get on those carries, I think Pagans will win out unless the fight gets kind of freaky. Plus, with the shorter range, it will be easier for Wukong to engage onto them with the Orianna ball. So I think I'm gonna very hastily favor Pagans.
I might be biased here slightly, but I prefer the Latitude for the very simple reason that as long as the Ryze and the Lucian ain't standing next to each other, they are going to be able to do a truckload of damage. So I would very much favor those two over the team of Pagans. The Pagans can get onto Latitude, but as long as they keep their carries separated, there's always going to be an issue there. So I'm very curious to see how the Pagans will navigate that. Other than that, it's going to be interesting to see how they play against Latitude. Latitude is currently the top dog in this group. They haven't dropped a single game. Pagans dropped a series 2-0 against their counterparts, being Mystery Inc., who they are currently tied for in the second position, and would require a win here to potentially get that second spot, and would have to hope that Goon City help them out a wee bit. Latitude is first of the group, provided that they well, if they lose here, they end up in this in our favorite circle of suck, where 3 teams will be tied, meaning that and at that point it will come down to fastest game time, which Latitude currently own, and after that it's head to head. So Pagans, if Mystery Inc. win, Pagans would still end up third, despite their potential games here, unless if they can beat that fastest time game, and I would have to double check with production and or our omniscient god of stats, being Jack, asking him what the time to beat would be. But other than that, Latitude do look in a commanding position. It should be interesting to see how they will tackle this. Team-wise and execution, I think that both teams have fairly standard setups. There's nothing really complicated. The Nautilus is the go button for Latitude, or a Scion ult, and for Pagans it is Wukong followed up by Zahen, and then potentially a hostile takeover from Renata. Other than that, it's going to be interesting to see what they will try and opt for. The clear speed of Mundo in the jungle is significantly higher than Wukong, so I'm going to be looking at the starting position of the junglers. Do they decide to match each other, or will they decide to mirror each other?
It looks like the Gamba is open now. I'm gonna refrain from betting because I know they're just gonna lose if I bet on them.
Oh, come on. Just spoil it for everybody. Tell who you're betting on so that all the others can decide to go for the other.
For those of you who don't know, I'm currently 0-7 in my predictions. No matter what team I bet on, they lose. Even if I swap my bet for the next match, they also lose. I'm just not gonna.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow caster is an absolute curse to whatever team he decides to put his money on. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you see him putting out something, make sure you don't bet on said team, because he generally will caster curse them into a loss.
On the other hand, if any team wants to pay me to bet on the opponent, my PayPal's open.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But no, in all seriousness, I think that both drafts were very well executed. Latitude coming in with a clear plan for the B1 Rise, it being a contested pick, and Pagans providing with a decent answer to it. I like the lane matchups across the board, and this should be a very good game. And also, don't forget the predictions. Do you side with Latitude? Do you want to put a cheeky bet on the Pagans and have a massive payout? I mean, at this point, there's got to be something going for you. One would nearly want to put in like just a little bet on the Pagans and be like, Sai, could you be kind enough to bet on Latitude for the massive payout? But all in all, no, it's going to be a good game.
Pagans, but for zero money.
Wait, how do you do that?
if you're in a country like Netherlands, you can't bet with money, but you can predict. But if you're me, you can use a VPN just for gambling and then turn the VPN off.
We see who is the master at getting around any obstacles thrown in his way. But no, that's interesting. So we've got two Dutchies, or we'll assume Dutchies, who have gone for the vote, and then we've got two who decided to use some Steamo coins. But all in all, I am very much looking forward to the start of this game, which should not be taking too much longer, unless if we have some okay. Production has informed us that there is going to be a slight delay due to lobby issues. Same thing was occurring yesterday, unfortunately, during the streams, where it got a bit hard to get into the games, or that there was always one person who bugged out. So we are very much looking forward to solving that, and in the meanwhile we can reminisce a bit more about both teams. Personally, it is the first time that I'm seeing the Pagans. I have had the pleasure of casting Latitude twice already, and know full well what Humble can do if given enough time. So it's going to be interesting to see what will happen here. But we will get down, and we see that our gracious, one of the gracious leaders in the server, Eunice, has decided to back the Pagans this game. He thinks that this is going to be Latitude's. This might be a game that Latitude drop. Latitude so far have only dropped one game. It was in their first series against Goon City, and after that they have been nothing but perfect 2-0s across the board. So that was they have been really impressive. Pagans, they started out with a 2-0 defeat against Mystery Inc., and after that Pagans have equally gone on a tear and have decided to get 2-0 victories across the board. I forgot they ended up getting a they went 2-1 against the Salman Gundummies, who have been an excellent sport in this group, and really have been, despite not having won a single series, have been a very strong contender and always causing problems for the other teams. So that was
first day of no cutting my hair until Pagans wins 5 games in a row.
Instead of the United strand, you want to be the Pagans strand, is that it? But brother, what are you then gonna do if they decide to disband? Because if they disband, they ain't winning, so you ain't cutting your hair ever. You sure you want to go down that route? Sai?
What?
You sure you want to go down that route?
I didn't say that.
Cutting your
Someone
hair?
in the chat said that. I was reading it out loud because it popped up on the stream. Wait, who was it? Let me see. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
I'll have to go through that. Adeo, first day of not cutting my hair until Pagan wins 5 games in a row. Now the big question is if they win 5 games in a row, do you then go bald?
Oh. Which hair? Which hair? Hold up.
Hold up. Sarhan is asking a very valid question there. Oh. And we do see some more fun with the people in the chat. Also being inquired to ask Eunice what is his Steamo coins purse right now. It's only 7k points because he is a responsible gambler, which is very nice. Unfortunately, well, I mean, if it's just Steamo coins, he can earn it back. I'm pretty sure he's very good in earning it back. And he makes a valid point there. If you can't play responsibly, you can't play at all. So, as long as he's not using house money, all is good. So, so I'm quickly going to pull up both groups in the meanwhile, and if I am correct, assuming that Latitude do get a that they get a win here, and they would finish first, they would be facing the fourth team from the other group, which is the Coin Flip Amateurs. Then we've got the whoever in second in this group, be it Mystery Int or Pagans, will then end up facing Perplexed Express. The third team in this group will end up facing.
Are we about to get in game?
Team Zib, and the fourth team will fourth team, and that likely being Goon City.
We're getting in game.
Will be facing the Cutter's Cuties. The lobby issues have been resolved, which means we end up going into the game, and we will be shortly seeing what they will decide to do, if there are any level 1 shenanigans to be had, or if it's just a standard 5-point defense across the board.
Which way do you think the junglers will be pathing?
Minions have spawned.
I'd expect some level 1 shenanigans, to be fair.
Oh, hold up. Oh. They don't know. Oh! Flash from Delusion. Nolens gets hooked in the wall. Hooks away. Oh shit.
That's two. That's 2 flashes. And can I just congratulate you on lasting 1 full minute. To all the viewers, I made a little side bet. I made a little side bet with my fellow caster on him swearing during the game I'd provide him with a skin, and he's lasted 1 whole minute. Still, this is a very poor start early on, and Humble trying to get a sneaky recall, but he won't be able to, so this is a very good start for the Pagan bot lane. Which means that the the Latitude bot lane will have to play very, very safely. On the other side, Oko is absolutely manhandling Bishop. And the junglers have, and this is a big one for Wukong, because Wukong clears slower than the Mundo, are mirroring each other, meaning that they'll both get access. They'll both get access to a Scuttle Crab. That being said, the trades in the bot lane are going heavily against the Latitude team. and Humble has decided to cut his losses, recall, and just accept that he needs to take a poor base timer. And it looks like the Pagans bot lane is also going to recall. But they are going for a slightly safer approach. Going for something that's going to provide more gold, getting the... Oh, I'm blanking on the name. What is the name again of that item with 100 minions? I'm blanking on it.
Cull?
Cull, thank you very much. So indeed, it's the Cull they will be getting. So all in all, both bot lanes back to level 3. And let's see what happens next.
Oh wait, hold up, a gank in the mid lane. Ryze has to coast away. Pickle EQ from Wukong gets the summoner spell. Oh wait, I think he's looking for a trade here. Goes on to the Orianna and gets some damage off.
Meanwhile, Zahen made sure to get the first plate of the game. And has the top lane pushed in very, very hard. So we will be seeing what happens next after this. Remember, no summons in the bot lane.
There's a fight in the bot lane. Oh. Kong comes and gets a kill. I thought, to be honest, Lucian Nautilus would be winning the lane, assuming Nautilus hits a hook. I actually don't know the matchups. Oh, Mundo looks for a cleaver on the Orianna misses.
Yeah, but the issue is that the Humble and White Satin got chunked out early on in that first
they might be looking, not quite a turd dive, but zoning him off the wave. Will secure a plate for themselves. Anyway, continue, what are you saying?
The issue is that they got zoned off and had to take a bad recall early on, so they've got no sums in the bot lane, which means that anytime a jungler shows up, if they're ever overextended or pushed in, or pushing the opponent in to get a back timer, they are at risk of getting collapsed on. And therefore, in a poor position.
Oh, we got training in the off lane. Zahin might be looking for the all-in time. He uses the ult to try to escape, but Zahin has the GA prepped and ready. Goes in, flash out by the side, enough! Solo bowler for the top laner.
And dare I say, excellent positioning from...
Hold up, we get more action. Hook onto the Yunara, on deck onto the Renata. Mundo is here. Flash out for the Yunara. Oh wait, hold on, there's a Rysol coming again. And a flash. Can they get the kill on the Yunara? Yes, they do. And the Renata. Oh, no. And the Wukong. But oh wait, they don't get the Wukong. Wukong gets the return kill on the Nautilus. Orianna ult used on the Mundo. Get the spell shield. And they walk away.
Big fight in the bot lane, good roam from Oko, making sure that he is ahead of Bishop, and they end up getting both Kwansan and Soa in the bot lane. This is pretty big and will certainly help out the Latitude bot lane, considering that they are behind after that early scare shuffle. And that now means that the gold lead is brought down to 500 gold.
Oh, I hold up.
As a fight was looking to break out. So, meanwhile, the Pagan bot lane making sure to zone Humble off all gold and XP until the support comes back.
The Hex Flash on to the Yunara, but Yunara has the bailout ready. On deck, on deck, on deck. Doesn't get the kill on the Nautilus.
No, and Humble will be able to collect that wave at the turret. Considering that he is down a kill, this is going to be a welcome bit of gold. and
This lane
wanted
looks
to say
hell
early-
Ion. Knowledge is maybe looking for another hook. Hooks the wall, but misses. Lucian out with the culling. It's the minion wave instead of the champion. Oh, I think the right spot here pops up aliens rush. Oh, hit from the Oriana. Wukong, oh, misses. But can he hit the second one? Oh, wait, no, we go back bot lane. But here's the hook on to the Renata. The Lucian gets a double kill. And we can see that the Zaheen showed up and killed the Rise.
So Zaheen decided to rotate from top, considering that he has all the pressure. It is a very logical rotation, very well done as well, and they are going to secure themselves the grubs. Meanwhile, we have Papito, who has decided to just take the dragon and trade the objectives because he was on the bot side. That being said, it is really important for Humble to get those 2 kills in the bot lane. It was a 2v2, considering that they were a team that was slightly behind. They have been able to change that and now have a combined gold lead of 800 gold. This is going to be big for them, and as soon as Humble gets a little lead, look at him try to go aggressive. So expect a lot of action to come out in this bot lane real soon. If we take a quick inventory of the game, we do see that there is a big gold lead for the Zaheen in the top lane, but that is the only person on the team of Pagans who has a lead. All other lanes are slightly ahead, which then amounts to about a 300 gold lead across the board. Very negligible at this point. But Zaheen going in again and making sure that he is blocking out the style.
Solo bolo. He get the kill. He gets the J up, but he doesn't want to go forward. The sign's still pretty tanky.
Yeah, but the thing here is each time that the Scion is trying to crash the wave and making sure that he can potentially take a good base timer, Zaheen just keeps running him down, and not only just running him down, keeps walking in front of him, making sure that Scion can't just ult away. As we see that the Pagans are looking for something in the bot lane.
Who starts the fight? What the fuck? No, hooks the wall. Lucian dead. One pop. Renata goes out. 2 TPs coming in from the Scion, and who is it? The Zaheen. Well, wait. What the fuck? How is Oriana over there? Scion ults in. Boom. I think they want to give the kill over to the Rise. Can Rise get there in time? Scion takes the kill anyway.
No, well, Oriana was out of position. They decided to commit to TPs. All in all, fairly good stuff. Meanwhile, and this is the big thing, don't forget Mundo is quietly farming Wukong's jungle. And that now means that the Wukong is temporarily homeless because he can't find a single camp in his jungle, and therefore every time he invests time into a gank, the Mundo is taking away something from him, which is making sure that the Mundo actually has a gold lead despite having 1 kill and an assist less.
Oh, -1.
Meanwhile, we do have a lead starting to occur for Oko in the mid lane against Bishop, and Rise gets absolutely scary after a while. So I'm also very curious to see if he's going to go for the double tier build, or if this is going to be a different sort of Rise currently. But we also can see that Humble has managed to get his first item, which slightly surprisingly is not the Essence Reaver.
Oh wait, Knowledge goes onto the Renata. Hunting comes out. Mundo here with the gank. Huge Oriana drop on 1-2. Lucian dead. They're taking on the Renata. Dead. Can they get the kill on the Nautilus? Nope, he flashes out. Mundo flashes over the wall. He lands with the ult popped. He is unkillable. Wait, we got more fighting in the top lane. Zaheen wants this to suffer, Jesus Christ. Nobody gets out under the safety of his turret. Oh, what does he? It's fine, probably. Oh, wait, no, I lied. He's not fine. He goes in. Oh my god, what an auto attack! And he uses the flash! Bluetooth auto attack! Secures the kill for the Zahid.
This has to feel bad for enemy mid, who goes down, and Rise is now making sure that Wukong is paying for all the ganks that he is doing, trying to deny as much as possible from the Wukong so that he can be blown up more easily and is less reliable to deliver that Orianna ball into the back line. That being said, of the fight earlier in the bot lane, we had Soa ended up dying and Humboldt died on the other side. But considering it's the AD carry for one team and the support for another, I'm pretty sure Pagans will be very happy to take this. Also, Pagans now are starting to get a 2k gold lead. The top lane, Zahen being a full 2k ahead. And then you will see that the Nara is also 1k ahead, being offset by the Rise and Nautilus gold leads for respective teams. The next dragon is up, and I would expect that to be the next focus.
Out, but flips the Nautilus. Nautilus hooks in, but hits air. But Wukong is here. Can he make something happen? Does not look like it. Mando has started the Drake. Zakine is here from top lane, and so is the Sion. Oh shit! Orianna is caught. Hits the shockwave, but gets that all dead. Zakine goes in with the 1v3. He doesn't have the GA prep yet. He might just get one shot. Flashes out. Oh, he goes back in. Hits the ult. Heal. Coming out. He has the GA prep. Can he get the 1-for-1? Someone. Oh god. Oh god. Goes in. Big damage. Yuna. On attack. Wukong gets a kill on the Sion. Blast him. On tagging. Gets CC'd. The heat goes back in with the passive. Fully stacked. The Rise is low. Nas hooks air again. Oh, no, hooks is on the Zahid. Goes in. Nas massive ult. It's everyone. Lucian gets a kill on Wukong. Wonder gets a kill on Yuna. Then gets one back on Nautilus. Oh, Rise ult's coming in. But it's a fake out. No, it's not allied. Lucian goes in. But Orianna is back without the ult. Can Orianna do anything? You have two low players, but this Orianna does not have ult. I think she might just be dead. Link! Heart still stack!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a delayed ace with the Orianna dying not once, but twice in that entire skerfuffle. Not the Pagans. Latitude decided to start up the dragon that got contested with Zahen roaming down. And here you will see that at the start, the Orianna ends up going down, getting chunked out by Rise, ends up dying to the Sion, and then we've got a 1v3 where Zahen bought a boatload of time and made sure that he got his passive primed and ready to go. Kites back to the team. Wukong decides to come in with a very, very, very good ultimate, which ends up costing Sion. Sion then creates the team for me. The important part is look at Humble. Humble right now is still in the bot lane. He is still casually farming while the rest of his team is going. He makes sure that he pushes the wave in.
Good. Oh shit! Lucian tries to get on the Yuna. He does. Flash out and barriers. Orianna TP's in. Rise pops the phase rush, runs away. Can they catch him? He dashes. Oh, speed up from the Orianna. He might get the hook. Flash. Oh my god! Orianna ulted. Bomba Clan! Shut down for the Zahid! 3k ahead of the Sion!
And now, considering that all the sums and abilities were used earlier, Pagans decide to come back and catch some remaining stragglers. Meanwhile, it looks like Nautilus is on the wrong side of the rift here.
1v1. Nope, Zahid is here making a 2v1. Flash over the Nautilus, hooks the wall, but Zahid is still there. Ult goes out. Can he make it out? I don't think so. Ooh, nice hook on the wall. He's almost by his turn. Can he make it? Do they go for the dive? Zahid might get his GA passive up. Oh, hook out. Goes. Ultin. Goes. Doesn't get the kill. Lucian is here. But he turns on the Lucian. He does. Oh, he has passive stack, but no jail. This is everything. Kills the Nautilus. Oh, the GA passive is back. He tank the silence. He dodges it. Takes the damage. GA is back. Oh, Hook goes out. Nice, but he's coming back. His teammates help him survive. Oh wait, what the fuck is that Rise doing? Killed. Iron might also be dead. Slowly chasing him, slowly chipping at him. Handles the Scion Q. Lucian trying to do damage. Dashes away. He dashes in. You know what? Pops the ult. Nobody attack. Dead. Attack. Attacking. And Renata. Kill secure. Low health bars on the Yunara and the Zaheen, but they make it out with the goal lead now in Pagan's favor. 2k ahead.
Not just only 2k ahead, that is a massively accelerated Zaheen, who is going to be a real problem. You have to look at the Lucian. Each time that Zaheen dashes forward, he basically has to dash back and try and kite him out. And Zaheen, with all his abilities, even managed to pull him in. This is going to be a bit of the downside of Lucian. Lucian being a short-ranged AD carry, meaning that he's going to have to get fairly close up and personal with the Zaheen, and the Zaheen right now is just completely accelerated, has a full item advantage over the over Scion. And if you look at the gold here, the total gold, Zaheen is nearly sitting on 10k, whereas Scion is only on 6k. It is getting close to a 4k gold lead, which is absolutely massive. After that, you also see that Croissant now has...
Oh, wait. Hold up. Mundo used the blast gun to get on this... but I think he's just out. It's 2 times hit. Oh, but the Lucian is here! Ult goes out, but hit by the sound view. Nautilus ult is here. What the fuck? Ooh, kill secured by the Lucian.
And we see then that Latitude are like, we've got to shut this Zaheen down. Let's throw everything in the kitchen sink at him and see what sticks. So they have decided to...
Holy shit! Renata ult. It's Wukong is here. It's spinning. Ooh, and he lives.
And he lives. They decide to then go for the answer and get 1 kill back, thus keeping the gold lead intact. But now a little gold lead is starting to develop in the mid lane. It's 1.3k gold lead, and the Mundo is 1.6k gold up. And remember, Rise late game is the absolutely monstrous attacking option. So far the Seraphine's Embrace has been completed, so the question now becomes, will they end up... Doesn't look like they are going to opt into the second tier for now. And thus we will be seeing...
Mundo is here. He has a spell shell. He's fine.
More. But the next dragon is on the menu, and Latitude already have those 2 dragons stacked up from earlier. So they would be very happy to just take this dragon. They're going to want to burst it out real quick. And it looks like the Pagans are going to have to cede that dragon over to Latitude, putting them on soul points.
Oh wait, let's say ding. Ult goes on to the Yunara. Silence, hit, go! Yunara, pump over the wall. Attack, go to the right. The Lucian goes in. Zaheen comes out. Sion dead. Nautilus dead. Oh, but the Mundo gets the Yunara. Luka tries to spin. Take it away from the Iron passive. Nautilus goes out. Hits the minions. Zaheen goes in. Gets a spell shield. Oh, Mundo pops the ult. Mundo goes where he pleases. But he wants to go into the ground, I guess. Nice try from the Mundo, but Chess couldn't get the damage off.
Mundo, realizing that he's a bit in a sticky position and Zaheen can chase him down, decides to turn around and just try and still get a kill back. But it doesn't work out for the team, and that means, unfortunately...
He's getting a little greedy here. He's gonna get popped by the Rise. And, yeah, well, a little bit greedy. Or was it just a setup for the Zaheen to get the blue buff? What a kind jungler. I don't think that was on purpose though.
But yeah, Zaheen is a massive issue right now. Anytime that he's in a team fight and gets onto the priority carries, it is a problem. As we see Humble walking into...
And the Lucian getting funky. You know what the fight. Also, he's forward. Lucian comes out. Doesn't get the kill on the Yunoa. But the team is here to collapse. God looks at the wall. Redemption comes out. Scion ult. Does big damage. And here's the main boss Zaheen. You know, hits the rise. Zaheen is in the middle of 4 people. Dollars ult goes out. Doesn't do shit. Dollars dead. Zaheen still has the GA trapped and getting. As someone said in chat, Zaheen is indeed 1v9. He's a terrifying raid boss.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't much that the rest of the team can do. They're going to have to wait a bit and make sure to see if they can somehow scale up or catch Zaheen or the rest of the team. They're going to have to look for some picks, because right now team fighting, anytime a team fight starts, if that Zaheen is in there, it is favored for the Pagans. Zaheen up a level in XP, but the Oko Rise has been doing an excellent job picking up XP left, right and center, and currently is up in XP as well. So if we look at XP across the board, we will see that the Latitude, with the exception of enemy mid, is up across the board on all the important positions, being the jungle, the mid and the AD carry position. White Saturn making sure that he didn't share too much XP with his...
Banana might looking fine. Wukong hits the ult onto 2. Wukong goes out. Big damage. Redemption. Oh wait, what? How Lucian died somehow? Oh, so the Yunoa solo kill onto the Lucian. I think they're looking for the Baron now. And Latitude contested. Yeah, in mid lane, they might walk up. Looking at the map, Nautilus walking a little bit, but no, they want to push him mid and try to get the tower.
It does feel like right now there's an issue with the team comp, being that having chosen...
Oh wait, Banana gets hooked, doesn't have ult, gets insta-popped by the Rise. Siren here to zone with his Q. Well, they picked up a kill for their troubles.
They picked up a kill, but they're still nearly 5k down in the hole, which is still, well, it's a 4k gold lead, which is a considerable amount. And knowing that it's 5k just on the Zaheen alone, look at the Zaheen, he's got his 3rd item, he's decided to go for that, for a big heal each time he goes in, which is going to be absolutely massive. But it should be... The thing is Latitude is really close to the soul, but the question is how do you get it now? Because very clearly it's very hard to fight, and the team has set up for them. Oh, right, there we go. Screen temporarily froze, but the team has set up for them. So right now they're going to contest this dragon.
For the steal. Oh, Rise is on the side. It's hitting. Oh, but they just secure the Drake. Now I don't think Pagans will get the soul. I think it's more about denying it from Latitude.
It is denying it from Latitude, but the question is how do you go from here? Because right now Latitude very clearly is in the driver's seat. The fact that they didn't push waves all the time meant that there was some free gold and XP to be picked up, and Latitude have closed the gold deficit down to 2.5k gold. But it's still going to be interesting to see what happens after.
Oh, Zaheen goes in! All hits the Lucian. Lucian's dead. Zaheen ult all the team members. Oh, I think they're going for the end here. Dead. 2 left. 1. Man, that's a passive. They're all dead. They're going for the end. Oh my clot. Wait, there's still 1 left. Rise. Any big magic happen? There's gonna be 2-1-B Rise. See the way? Oh, Renard goes in. Misses the flash hook. Not slow. Not goes down. Vine's pretty low himself. I don't think he do it. I don't think he can. Ooh. Looks like game one goes to Pagans.
Pagans using the Baron push and using the power of that Baron to just end it. They decided that they had enough was enough. The Zahin was fed enough. They weren't up there to play some more games, and they just decided to outright end the game with one good team fight. And again, this is the power of the Zahin. If you can catch a priority target like they were able to get onto Lucian, pull him in, and then get the Orianna shockwave onto it, that priority target is getting blown up. It's just that person is gone. So Humble technically didn't get to play the laning phase, and it's something that we've seen before. An AD carry which had a pretty good laning phase was ahead, but then once the team fights come around, he had to rely on solo peeling for himself, very little peel from the team, and that just meant that they could just go for him over and over again, or they could decide to focus the Rise, but always catching out one of the two carries, and in the end it ends up being curtains for the Latitude team. So now it will be curious to see if they go back to the drawing board, what they will end up providing. I think that putting Humble on a strong pick might be a good solution, so I would expect to see them looking for something early on there and making sure that Humble is properly protected, because they've already proven if they can provide enough protection for the Humble and they can protect the President, so to speak, he can and will carry them to a victory. So interesting to see what the next draft will be bringing. But other than that, I am assuming we are good to go to a break. We will be catching you on the end of the break.
Mm-hmm. We are back. Honestly, I did not think that team would go that way after Latitude got that lead, but that Heen was truly a terrorist on the Rift. I'm not gonna lie. I think most of the team, I think at one point the team had like a 4k goal lead, but Heen had a 5k goal lead, so if you took away top lane, Latitude would have been ahead. But unfortunately, Heen did matter.
I think Latitude can take a couple things of that game. Number one being that top lane got out of control too fast, too quickly. If not for that, I think the rest of their team comp, the idea would have worked. That being said, Humble has proven time and time again in the past that if he is given a carry and gets a bit of peel, then he can absolutely bring home the game. So it should be interesting to see if they will pair him with an enchanter or put somebody on dedicated Humble peeling duty. That doesn't take away of the Pagan's top laner absolutely manhandling his lane opponents and getting a massive and crafting out a massive lead for himself. And this is the important part, and it just shows how strong top lane currently is. Top lane getting access to the extra XP and the chance to go beyond the levels really shows some strong options. Right, if we go to the other side, we see that Latitude have opted for a red side game. So we then saw Pagans sticking to the bans, not changing a whole lot. If memory serves, those were 3 similar bans for Latitude, and Latitude sticking with the bans as well. We see then that they picked up the Ambessa as the first pick, and then we get Latitude answering with Jinx for Humble. Paired that together with the Jarvan. Then Pagans answer with a Tristana and a Nocturne, meaning that they really want to go and get that target in the back, so they're really going to be focusing and trying to get onto the Jinx. And Latitude answer with the Rel support, which I'm uncertain if this were this could be an interesting point and will be a talking point after the game for sure. But Rel support here, considering that you're seeing a fair amount of dive, not taking something to peel or dedicate peel to the Jinx could be an issue. So right now they're gonna have to wait and make sure the issue gets the resets on her own. And then second round bans, Latitude decided to squeeze out the support champion pool, whereas Pagans decided to opt to make to ban away the Poppy, making sure that the Ambessa would not be denied, or the Rakan potentially, and decided to deny them the Syndra. Latitude then answered with a blind jack, no, not a blind jacks, a reaction jacks in the top lane to pair up against the Ambessa, and then Pagans ended up blinding their mid laner in Veigar, following up with a Rakan. Latitude, with the final counter pick that was left for the mid lane, decide to pick up the Ahri, which should have a fairly decent laning phase into the Veigar, and currently feels like one of the stronger mid laners on the patch. So it will be interesting to see how the mid laner will be able to roam down to the side lanes and maybe get the side lanes ahead, or get some kills into that Jinx, because she is going to need it this game. Either way, Sai, when you look at these two teams, which team would you prefer to be on?
I think Pagans, because the main damage on Latitude is the Jinx, but Pagans have an Ambessa, Nocturne, and a Rakan to get on the Jinx, and I don't really think Latitude have sufficient peel for all that. So I think, assuming they can just Nocturne ult and then Jinx can't say anything, they get the Ambessa ult and Rakan W onto her with the Nocturne ult going. I don't think Jinx can survive that. But if they can position correctly and get vision around so Ambessa can't get the flank and ult, then the Latitude does have a pretty good comp to get Jinx a reset. With the R, you can get a charm on someone, then Rel, Jarvan, and Jackson follow up on that CC and hopefully get Jinx that reset. So personally, I prefer Pagan's draft, but if Latitude can ward clearly and know where the Ambessa and Rakan are, I think they can get the Jinx to reset. So it really will depend on the execution.
I think execution-wise, Pagan's comp is actually the easier one to execute. You've got a very clear go button with the Nocturne ult, which turns off the lights, and if you don't have exquisite map knowledge of where everybody is at all times, some people really can get caught out. So I think that's a really smart addition, and it pairs very well together with the Ambessa. Both of those champions very clearly have the will to go in together with the Rakan. There isn't too much peel for the Jinx to allow her to reposition, so it's basically going to boil down to, can Pagans blow up the Jinx before she gets a reset? If she can get a reset, there's a chance that she gets out. Otherwise, it is all down to what will happen afterwards, being the Jax and the Ahri, what damage they can provide, and they aren't exactly known for being big damage providers, at least not the Ahri. She does decently in catching people off and providing some pick potential, but damage wise it is a bit iffy there. So it's going to be interesting to see. That being said, assuming 3 people are going on to the Jinx, that does leave the Tristana and the Veigar to fend for themselves. Now Veigar has the beautiful advantage of that cage, and Tristana can reposition with her rocket jump. So if I were to choose a team, I would very much prefer the Pagans over the Latitude team. I think it's an easier to execute comp, and it will be very interesting to see if they end up getting a 2-0 here, or if there is something to be had for the Latitude team.
Well, we do have a Gamba up right now. We have 640 coins against 10, so massive. You get 65 times the return for whoever bet on Latitude.
Don't mind if I do. I will take the little gamble onto Latitude, but I think that this is a fairly straightforward team comp when it comes to both teams here. It is looking increasing. Execution-wise, it's going to be a lot harder for Latitude to pull this off. So I am curious now if one person can do it, because he's proven me in the past. It is Humble, so I am very curious to see how he will exactly do. But this is one of those games that I am I feel that Latitude need to somehow get a lead onto that Jinx and need to make sure that it's sticking, and make sure that the Ambessa doesn't get out to a too big lead here. So it should be interesting to see, and we'll see within 3 minutes we should be loading into the game, and we will start figuring out the answer of who is going to take this game. Will it be Pagan, and meaning that the series will come to an end, or will Latitude claw one back, and will we get a Game 3 decider? Personally, I'm up for 3 games today. I would very much enjoy that. So I'm slightly rooting for Latitude this game, just because I very much would like to see the 3 games. But Pagans have been impressive. Production, do we know what the other has the other series come to an end yet? and wood. All right. So we will try and figure out what the score was of the other matchup, but if Pagans decide to 2-0 here, if assuming Mr. Ink has won and Pagans 2-0, we could be in for a nice little circle of suck.
Do we know what the result of the circle of suck will be?
Well, Latitude currently had the shortest game time, right? So they were the ones with the shortest game time up until now. But this last game does put a little wrinkle into this. The Pagans might have claimed it, and if Pagans have claimed it, that means that they would end up on the first spot. I will implore and try and figure out what that timer would be.
"30 seconds before we head into the game. What way do you think the junglers will path?"
For me, I'd expect Jarvan to go bot. That would be the logical option. The Nocturne, he can make a decision, but it's basically a double full clear with a Scuttle Camp should get him to level 6, and then it's gank onto a lane. My guess that it will depend on how that ends up. It could go either bot or top. So he's got some.
Heading into game.
He's got some freedom there.
Mm-hmm.
So right.
Oh, they see Nocturne warding. Oh, Vega runs into the Jarvan. I think they don't want to take this fight though. It's a 3v2. And he's dead. What the fuck?
And
okay.
Ari decides to skill up her charm, which means that Nocturne, that Bunyo is just dead, ends up giving first blood to the Jax. And if you want to make sure that that top lane doesn't get out of control, this is an excellent way to do so.
Well, unlike last time, we don't have a bruiser versus tank matchup where I think we just have two bruisers, so there should be some back and forth fighting. Although I don't know who wins the actual matchup. Oh, Chomp hits onto the Vega. Nice chunk. That's like 25% health left. Wait, he wants to fight. Oh, blinky health on the Vega already. Has to use a pot.
Vhagar is not enjoying this early laning phase.
Oh, level 2 advantage, the Vel jumps in. Rakan W's the Vel, Tristana jumps out. Good trade onto the bot lane.
Latitude making certain that they end up getting some, and we get a little replay of level 1. Nocturne going in, turning onto the Vhagar, but look here who's coming around. This is just the really free, and here Ari just charms up, gets the stun off, perfect CC, and Bob's your uncle. First kill goes over to Latitude.
Nocturne could have flashed out over the wall. Maybe he wanted to save flash?
He would have had to flash very early. Like, the only way you're getting out there is if you flash early. And
I mean, when you're against the wall, you can flash over the wall. Oh, charm misses. Few hits, but the return damage doesn't. Cage goes out. Does not hit. W goes onto the Jinx. Q misses from Vel. Rakan ease to safety. Oh, always looking for it. Nah, she's not.
We do see Jarvan currently on the dragon.
Oh, wait, hold up, gank in the mid lane. Ori gets caught in the cage. Nocturne here. Hits the charm, hits the Q, hits the W, gets a kill. Yes! Oh my god. Well played by Ori to get the return kill on the Veigar while getting ganked.
And this is pretty big right here, because that means that Veigar gets sent back.
Oh wait, hold up, there's a fight in the bot lane. The Sonic gets flipped. Has to flash out and barrier. Wait, is the Jarvan cut? Nah, he can EQ out. The Well flips the kind of like a burger and makes use of some as well.
Right, and production just informed us that the other series is ended with a 2-zip victory for Mystery Inc. So that means that should Pagans win here, they are currently going to be third in the group, because they need to make sure that they end the game with a W. They need to win this game in under 24 minutes. If it's longer than 24 minutes, regardless of the outcome of this game, Latitude will secure top seed in the group by default of having the shortest game time in one of the victories. So there's a timer on for Pagans, and if they don't win here in 24 minutes or under, it means that they are third in the group. And it would set up for two very interesting quarterfinals, because these are, it's going to be Circle of Suck.
Well, hits the Q onto the Tana, comes out. And a little bit of trading, nothing big. Well, we get a fight here? Nope, just some Chinks rockets. Oh, it looks like Jarvan started the Drake, not him going into the Ori. And Latitude collapse for the Drake. Easy pickup for them.
Nice and early pickup on the dragon. It's going to help out the lanes a bit. An Ocean Soul Dragon early on is always nice, providing 2% missing HP regen every 5 seconds. That keeps you topped up nice within the laning phase. We're seeing that the Jax is not having the most enjoyable time with this Ambessa.
Oh wait, he pops the ult with the Nocturne there. Nocturne doesn't have 6 yet, so he can't go on to the Jax, but nice trade on from the Ambessa, gets the Jax ult. Wait, is the Ambessa ult on cooldown? Did he use at some point?
You'd say so.
Oh, there's a fight for the Raptor. Ooh, charm blocked by the spell shield. EQ misses, but the ult doesn't. Q onto the Nocturne. Kill secured by the Ori. They want more. They want the Veigar. And Ori get the charm back. Flash from the Veigar. Ult from the Ori. Charm hits. Q hits. EQ for the Jarvan. Ult in. Another kill for the Ori. Almost 1,000 gold lead in mid lane. Jax, even though he got first blood, he's kind of getting diddled. But no, he took that message personally. He got the solo kill.
And Latitude getting multiple things here. First off, the Nocturne here invading a Jarvan when he's level 5 against level 6. Even though he gets the camp, he gets to shield out one thing, but Jarvan just gets to put him into the Cataclysm. And once the Cataclysm is over, Veigar has to run and try and sidestep as much as possible. Decides to then pop his flash, but Ari still has the Spirit Rush available, and she just runs it in. Meanwhile, Ambessa ran in, trying to see if they could get something, but then ends up to being at the wrong place in the jungle, with the Jax just being able to run down the Ambessa. The Ambessa even losing the flash for it, and Jax deciding that enough was enough. The Ignite, a couple, and the Counter-Strike just to finish her off. And that means that Latitude have now taken a lead in multiple places, but the big lead being the one in the mid lane, the Ari being 1.1k gold up off the 2k gold lead for Latitude. And as you can see on your left side, with all the gold, all the lanes, with the exception of the support, are up on the top side, meaning that they are truly well aware, and even White Satin is leading over his counterpart in the bot lane.
Hold up, Knockout goes onto the well, flash out, but he gets hit by the cage. Susana jumps over the wall. There you go, gets the kill. And we're gonna find it in the top lane. Damn. So the first knockdown out goes out to the well, and a kill for the Vega, which will Ultimate is losing lane state. The charm and Q miss, a nice sidestepping from EGS Bishop.
Right, meanwhile, Vesta does keep on trading aggressively into that laning top. And Latitude were also able...
Wait, Jax pops the ult, but after Ambessa jumps out, he thought Ambessa would keep fighting. Oh, wait, Ambessa wants a solo kill. Ults under the turret. Shut down for the Ambessa. But 3-man ult from the well. But I think she's still dead. Salah jumps out, ignites, picking. Ori goes in. Jinx rocket hits. But Ori gets the kill. Slow hits to the Khan. Vega's moving down. Storm onto the Nocturne. Double kill for the Ori. Jinx gets a reset. Gets hit by the cage. Oh, W hit him might have been. Khan also trying to get away. But the charm hits from the Ori. There's always 3 for 3 on these charms in this fight. Hot damn.
And right now we see the power of Latitude coming through, crafting out a 3k gold lead. They thought they had caught out White Satin. White Satin buys a tremendous amount of time with the with his ultimate, making sure that he gets enough time to let the rest of the team collapse, with Papito boxing them all in, Tristana then getting away. But the only downside of all that fighting was that Jinx was in the fight and is going back home with 4 assists, not a single kill.
Jumps onto the Jinx. The bomb on her, the fun W's are misses. And Jinx is doesn't use any spells.
Not a single kill went over to the Jinx. And meanwhile, that does mean that we do see a second Drake being taken. It is the Hextech Dragon providing some ability haste and some attack speed. And that means that we are getting 2 dragons already for Latitude.
Oh, they jump onto the Jinx! Jinx flashes away, but gets exhausted! The Vel is trying to peel. But hold up, they don't get the kill on the Jinx. Jinx gets ulted away. Oh, Rocket gets blocked! Oh my god! And the Jinx gets the reset! Reset! Get the Vel! They want to dive this Khan. Jinx, can she get her first kill? The turret, I think, is ramped up. Khan goes for the ult. W, Jinx, 1 health. Oh, 1 more auto attack. The double kill for the Khan. But the kill goes over to the Jinx. Well played by Khan to get the double kill.
Rakan did an excellent job there getting the kill back, but Jinx finally gets that kill, and look at the gold difference all of a sudden on the Jinx. All of a sudden she's 1.8k gold up.
Jax is forced to ult, flashes away, gets ulted by Ambessa. Turn 5, successful. Ambessa is 2 for 2 on his turn dives.
Yeah, this is the downside though. Enemy mid is having a real hard time against Tsumitaze in the top lane.
Oh,
meanwhile,
onto the Vega, but hit onto the Ori. Ori ults in, wants the fight. Might have been a little premature, not knowing the rest of the enemy team was there. Wait. No. Oh, Ori ults in, misses the charm. They want to fight for these chickens. They get them. They get them. Oh, both stopped by the cage. Are you over the wall? You do some damage. Jarvan all hits, but doesn't get the kill on the Veigar. Oh, Jinx rocket. Did she get a kill? Nope. I don't know if it had anything or not.
It got interrupted at the red buff since the team was taking the red. So Veigar was in no direct issue. However, the other important part that we can inform you on is first turret got taken.
Khan ult but gets blocked by the Vel. And Jinx to the reset, but Justin is on the side. I don't think Jinx cleared the reset. Oh, can she? One more attack! He gets the reset, but can you get out? Tristana jumps on the wall. On attack! On attack! Boom! Kill secured by Tristana. I think that might have been a little greedy from Latitude going for the 2v3. Oh my god, this Jax is getting diddled.
Yeah, Ambessa's trading patterns are pretty nasty in the top lane.
But the TP in top lane, Jarvan is here. Okay, I think Ambessa can take this 1v2. And she wants it! Ults in, under the turret, gets the kill on the Jax! Holy shit, this Ambessa is the only hope of Pagans at the moment, I think. Charm misses, and the Q misses. Unlucky. Oh, Pagans want the Herald. It's a 3v2 for now, but Jinx is moving up. Soon to be a 3v3. Both junglers here. Ambessa poking out this as well. Can Jarvan get the smite? He does. Ooh. She's not doing that much damage to the Vel or the Ambessa right now. All the shields and such. And armor.
For now, Jinx is just sitting on that one item. She needs a couple of items to really start doing the damage, but still, this is a massive good start for her. She's 2k gold up. However, the one way to shut down that win condition is called Ambessa and Bunio, and Tsumitaze is definitely ahead in kills and gold. So if they both get onto the Jinx...
Oh, Vel goes onto the Tristana. Looks like the fight Vel ult, but it might be for not. Oh, Knockout goes in! What the fuck? Oh, a Jax goes onto the Herald! Wait, I think she got a reset for being in the Herald. What? Oh, Charm goes wide.
I'd need to see the replay, but I think that Jinx used the Herald to get out of there. I could be wrong. But that looked...
Did the knockout go onto the Jinx? That's kind of smart by the Jinx to get out. And I think from the... Oh wait, hold up. Ambessa ult onto the Ori. Ori does not have ult to get out. But he uses the blast code. Now Jarvan's in trouble. Ambessa wants the fight. But here comes the bot lane. Jinx will get the reset here. Oh, but can he get the kill on the Ori? He does! Jinx gets the reset. Oh, what the fuck? This Jinx is psycho! Flashes into 4 people! Can't get the reset! What the fuck was that? Khan jumps in! I guess Jinx didn't know the rest of the team was there? I'm hoping Jinx didn't know the rest of the team was there.
The rest, Jinx, this is that little block of concrete there that's sat in the middle of the
Hold up, they want
fight.
going to the Rakan. Rakan W misses. I think Well is about to get a one shot. Jax flashes out. Well jumps over the wall. Jarvan is so dead. Shut down for the Tristana. Oh, Tristana gets a reset on the jump. Goes on to the Jax. Doesn't want the fight to continue. I don't think they can test it. Nocturne goes out. Who's the target? Oh, it's the wait, what the fuck? No, it's the Jinx. Goes past the but what the fuck gets deleted. Didn't have any follow-up. Oh, but he's here. Shh, don't tell them. Shh. It's the Charm from the bush, but doesn't have the damage to kill the Mega. Oh, the Ambessa is fucking with the Jax. Oh, he's here to steal a plant. Gets the kill. Nice extended play for the Ori, but the fight continues. Jarvan EQ's in. Does he want the ult? Not yet.
A lot of action going on, but the Pagans making sure that they get that one.
Oh wait,
or the dragon.
Action! The Ambessa might be dead! Holy shit, Ambessa and Rakan dead. Jinx gets a reset. Tristana gets a return kill onto the Vel. Oh, Charm hit the Tristana! This Ori is on fire! What? It's either that or everyone on the enemy team is a Charm magnet, because holy shit! This Ori's hitting Charms when it matters.
Humble once again proving that he can put the team on his back. As soon as that one kill goes over, fun times start, and the question here will be, what will they do here? Oh,
Nocturne lost the red buff, I think, and his life. Oh, still secured by the Jarvan after Jinx ults.
Yeah, that one's not gonna feel good.
After the Jinx ult.
But still, look at the gold lead here, where whereas Pagans were sort of mounting a comeback. Right now, they have proven.
Wait, they get the Ori and the Ori flashes the Mega ult. Unlucky buddy.
And just as I was going to praise them, they get the shutdown, which of course means
Might have cast the custom, not gonna lie. Without even saying anything. Oh, Rakan looking to steal the blue. Oh, they go stun for stun over there. The Nocturne ult goes on to the Jax, but that's not the target you want. He's living for a long time. Damage is getting out, but the Ambessa is here. Big damage onto the Jax. Nice. Tristana jumps onto the Jarvan. Can he EQ out? Does he have it? He does. He gets out.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh wait, hold up. Ambessa doesn't have ult to get out now or to go in. And they get the kill. The Rakan jump gets interrupted. Jinx with the reset. Going amazing. On track, another reset. Another reset. 3 resets, but it's Jinx. Someone get humble. I'm a Zeus. Must be hurting at this point.
And there we go, Humble getting a couple more kills, and this just means that it is fun times for him. He keeps getting a kill or an assist, which means that he gets excited. As soon as he gets excited, those team fights, they're going only one way. So far, Bunio and Tsunitaze are not being able to get onto Humble and blow him up, because he is patiently waiting around to make certain that he does not get blown up and is that damage source for his team. Meanwhile, he has crafted a 3.5k gold lead. If you look at the gold lead team-wise, they're up 7k gold, with 3.5 being on the Jinx. That's a full item for the Jinx, a full item lead. 2.4k on the Ari, being the second most fed member on the team. And I have to say, Oko is putting in the work this game. the charms have been absolutely on point. So that definitely goes into the advantage. Meanwhile, the Jarvan also having a nice 2k gold lead. So it's on all the important members.
Oh, the knockdown goes onto the Jinx alone in mid lane. And whole team collapses. Gets a reset. And he gets the second one. He gets the second reset. Jarvan alone in the back line. Signal comes out. Gets another reset. Kill secured by the Ori. EQ goes down. It's the Ambassador. Ancestors. This Ori is on fire. They might go for the end here. It's just a starter left. Oh my god, Oko and Humble putting the team on their back. They refuse to lose 2-0, and the game will go to game 3. Now might be a good time to reveal I bet on Pagans. 208 now.
And that is a massive teamfight win for Latitude. Latitude, who actually matched their record for the fastest win in their division right now at 23 minutes and 45 seconds, which means that the only way that Pagans end up with the first seed in this group is if they get a win in 23 minutes and 50 seconds or less. They are going to have to go through this real fast at some point. We do end up getting another game. We end up going to a game 3, which is going to be an absolute fun time and slugfest. So make sure you do stick around. In the meanwhile, provided that the Riot client is kind enough to provide our producer with some stats, we could be going to the stats. If not, I will be informed, and then we will be going into a break. Nonetheless, the news from the other side was that we had a win for Mystery Inc. 2-0. So that means that right now, if Pagans win the next game, there's a little circle of suck that goes around, which means that 3 teams end up with 3 wins and 1 loss. And this seems to be happening in both groups. So the decider ended up being which was the decider is then which team has got the win in the shortest amount of time. Currently, that in this group, that is for the team from Latitude, and therefore it does mean that there will be some that Latitude would end up being first. Afterwards, we then look at the head-to-heads. Mystery Inc. holds the head-to-head over the Pagans. Therefore, Mystery Inc. would be second, and the third place team would be the Pagans. However, if this does end up being the scenario, it would mean that we get an absolute fun time in the quarterfinals, because there are going to be 2 finalists being on 3-1. Should Latitude end up winning this game, then that doesn't change anything regarding the positions, because Latitude will then be first with a record of 4-0-0. Mystery Inc. will be second with a team score of 3 victories and 1 series defeat, and Pagans would be then sent to a 2-2 record. Considering that the client is not being favorable to our kind producer, we will be sending this stream into a break and catch you on the backside.
We are back now. Damn. I did not think Pagans would lose that, looking at the team comp. But I guess Latitude really wanted to win. Oh, Jack is saying it has no ramifications on playoffs. It looks like this game 3 has no impact on the actual results now that I think Latitude is a locked first seed. So we'll be curious to see if the teams will take it seriously, or if they do a little for fun draft.
Yeah, I just double checked with the rules as well, and it is because Latitude within this mini group of 3, Latitude now hold 3 wins regardless of the outcome of this game. Even if Pagans were to win, that would be Pagans got 2-0'd and then win 2-1. Latitude got have 2-0'd somebody, and in the event that they would lose, it would be a 1-2. Therefore, they are on 3 wins, meaning that they will be first, and Pagans lose the head-to-head to Mystery Inc. So that means that automatically first team will be Latitude regardless of this outcome, with Mystery Inc. taking the 2nd spot, Pagans taking the 3rd seed, and Goon City taking the 4th. So we will see how this will potentially impact the game setup. It could be a little fun one. It could be we might see both teams deciding to try something out. The draft will be there to tell us, but one thing is certain: if Latitude keep getting a good AD carry position, then they end up finding Humble generally can bring it home. If we look at the draft, we see that Pagans opted for the red side. They wanted a counter pick, so we see Latitude be wanting the own. The answer to that is a volley Corki, making sure to deny the Corki from Latitude, with Latitude having banned out the Caitlyn and the Sivir. Bans directly thrown at Humble. This time no Pantheon ban, but they decided to get rid of the Malphite as well. So then Latitude answer with a B2 selection for the jungle Zac, and then get the Xayah afterwards. Meanwhile, Pagans answer with a Talia pick for their mid lane matchup, and then we saw a Leona Pantheon ban from Pagans in the 2nd rotation, whereas the Latitude was also clamping down on the support pool, being a Alistar and a Poppy ban. Poppy potentially could have gone to the top lane as well. We didn't get the answer of the Cassante. Cassante is always good into any tank matchup. However, the Cassante will be piloting or will be playing into the Yone. And then the Braum and Syndra were the answers from Latitude, and Nami was the final pick for Pagans. If we look at both team comps, Sai, is there anyone that which of the two team comps do you think will be easier to execute?
I think Latitude have a more straightforward engage with the Zac jumping in on the Yone ult thing. Pagans, their engage is a Talia flip or a Nami ult, but the Nami ult is quite slow, so I don't think that's a reliable engage. So in terms of ease of execution, at least in terms of engaging, I would give it to Latitude.
I am of the opinion that anytime you have a Zac being your primary engage, it is kind of iffy and risky to do so. I think that Pagans actually have drafted a very good team comp to deal with the Latitude comp, because they basically have plenty of tools to disengage any fighting that goes on. The grounded earth from Talia is excellent against the Yone dashes and against the Zac jump, so they will both be proccing
Zac
that.
jump a dash?
It's not considered a dash, but if memory serves, it does trigger all the grounded earth modules from Talia, so he does end up taking damage on that. So that does, because it's a jump. It's not a typical dash, but it is encoded as the same thing. Therefore, it ends up still triggering them, if memory serves correctly.
Zac in chat says it is a dash. I guess it's just a very slow dash. It gets bounced off Poppy W or Talia.
Yeah, or Talia's grounded earth ability. So it does end up getting the damage in on it, and so it's an excellent way to push them off the engage, or at least each time making them engage, they're going to be losing health real quickly, and then you can still see what Talia can do with her shove or her threaded volley. So there's plenty of counter engage tools, including the Nami ult. If anybody jumps onto the back line, Cassante can ult him away and create the 1v1 there. So in my personal opinion, I like the Pagans team comp. I think they're it's going to be slightly easier to execute, and Latitude are going to really have to work around that
what do you think Pagans engages?
Pagans engage is Volibear running in and or ulting into them in the backline and just dealing a buttload of damage with a potential Nami ult follow-up. But I would be guessing that they're basically going to try and keep most of those abilities until Latitude really commit to the fight. So
I think Pagans want to be on objectives first, because I don't think they're the best engaged, but they do have a lot of things to stop engages with Nami ult, Nami bubble, Cassante as a champion, Leah's, what is it?
Grounded earth.
That puts down the grounded earth, and then the Corki can dash away. So I think if they're on objectives first, and they can set up like counter engage, I guess is what you call it, or prevent their engage with the stuff I listed, then they should be chilling. But if they're not on objectives first, then I struggle to see how they can really get in, unless you just get Volibear to run at them. But that is kind of hard with you get Zac, CC, the Xayah has ult, the Syndra has the pushback, and Volibear really struggles against hard CC like the Braum stunts, because you really want to drain tank off of whoever you're getting your W procs off, and if you get CC, then you kind of get cucked and you die. So it will be interesting to see how, if Volibear running in is their engage, how he can go about that.
It's going to be interesting because Syndra has the ultimate disengage there. Starting a fight for the Pagans is going to be a tricky proposition, but we will have to see how they end up dealing with this team. It all depends on the execution. So we will see what they bring out. Oh yeah, I was thinking like, why didn't Latitude not pick Rakan? But Rakan is banned due to it being played in the previous games. Well, unavailable due to it being played in the previous games. So we'll have to work with Xayah doesn't get her lover paired with her.
Unlucky.
But yeah, and other than that, I think that it is, you did mention, and probably correctly so, that the Pagans will have to be, or try and set up properly on the objectives first. If they let Latitude control them, that's going to be a bit of a hard road to get into. Big question also is going to be is how is that Volibear going to work in the top lane, because Yone is very good at taking these short trades and then snapping back.
It's Volibear
so
jungle.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, totally correct. My mind blanked for a second, it being a Volibear jungle. But the same kind of, well, no, Cassante can force you to take those longer trades if he wants to, if he keeps hitting his Entokos. So meanwhile, I did do a little check. It's not grounded earth, it's unraveled earth being the ability for Talia. So, but meanwhile, we are getting a little lobby. We're having we are being informed by production that we once again have a little issue propping up, a little mouse issue this time around, meaning that it's going to take a little while before we actually get to go into game. The teams are trying to solve that, and so it comes down to providing some more yappity. Sai, what will you go for?
Well, I'm distracted by the fact that it's snowing in Amsterdam right now. I look out my window and it's snow, which is weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna bet this game. I don't want to ruin it. I'm just not gonna bet. But I bet.
Do remember me. Is it 0-8 or 0-9 by now?
It's 0-8 actually. I will not make it 0-9.
You just won't make it 0-9 today.
Yeah, I will make it 8-8 someday. Trust. I will get 8 quick in a row. And here we can see the drafts. Does the Yone win it into the Cassante? Let me check. Yone versus Cassante. Yone wins 53% of the time.
It's an
I guess
match.
they didn't know if Yone was top or mid.
I actually think that they assumed that it was a Yone mid, and that they took the Talia to answer the Yone, and then got bamboozled by seeing the Syndra mid afterwards. Still, it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how these team fights pan out. The pressure it's basically been dumbed down to a bit of a scrim atmosphere. Both teams going out on not necessarily playing champions they always are used to playing at this point. So, but I still like both team comps. Both have a fairly clear identity as well, and we will be seeing how they execute on them exactly. So the execution will probably determine which way this fight goes. There are no clear winners or losers just based off the draft. There are no clear lose conditions or win conditions, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see what they are able to put together. Meanwhile, I have had a quick look outside, and it is also snowing here, to my grand surprise. So, hey, that means that we will be up for some more snow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I am terribly sorry to inform you that I am not gifted with the levels of yap to provide as either Day0 or Eunice can provide, who can just go on a tangent and keep talking about something. Although I do have a suggestion that we...
Game delay, peripherals issues on the side of pagans. The game shall resume shortly.
So yeah, we will hope to. But meanwhile, how about we turn this around and provide something fun for all the entertainers to see? You said you are 0-8. Do you still remember on each and every game that you've bet to get to that 0-8 point?
I bet all of them except one. The first one I bet when I wasn't casting, I think it was the first one where I was just watching, I just bet I lost. The second one is when I was, what was the game? I know Dillerman Esports was playing in it, and I casted it with Lewis. And that I bet on the first two games, I was wrong, and they were both stomps. And then the third game, I decided not to bet, and it was a really close game, so that was a good choice. So that's 3. One of the next two. The next two, I think, was yesterday when I casted with you. I was also wrong twice, which brings it. Where was it then? Let me think. That does bring it to 5, and then another 2 to. Oh wait, when was it? I lost count. I can't remember all the other ones, but I know the count is 8. I just don't remember all of the exact matches.
So in other words, you are the worst caster curse for any team whenever they play. So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in a Sweatlord bracket and Sai ends up casting your series, please do make sure that he bets on the opposing team to grant you some favorable conditions, because going 0-4 is, well, technically it's a 50% chance each time to win it. So you go 0-4, it's gonna go down real fast. It's one chance out of 16, but 1 out of 8. With 0 out of 8 not getting a single one right, there's only 1 chance out of 265 different options for that to go. So one thing is for certain. If Sai is the one placing your bets, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but this is not a good. I would have some bad news for your stock portfolio or for your income in that matter. Meanwhile, we have seen a couple of questions in the chat. To answer Toki, this game means nothing for playoffs anymore. Latitude are locked in first regardless, and Pagan are locked in third regardless of the outcome of this series. That is because if...
But I think
Pagan's...
Latitude is the only team that's undefeated so far, like in series, I think.
Yeah,
That's
so,
wrong.
yeah, so if Latitude... Yeah, that's correct. They are currently 3-0 and a 1-1 in this series. So if Latitude win, they go to 4-0. Mystery Inc. is at 3-1, and Pagans will be at 2-2. Should Pagans win this game, they create the little circle of suck. But the issue being that Latitude has managed to get one game in their loss, while Pagans and Mystery Inc. have not. Therefore, Latitude will be placed first, and then Pagans lose the head-to-head against Mystery Inc., meaning that Pagans come in third. So that is the exact calculation, or how it goes down, to see what they are, how they will end out. We are also seeing that and hearing that Teddy has mentioned that it would be a crazy game for both mid laners. This a crazy potential setup for both mid laners to play with, and it should be a fun time, and that they should be able to smurf or come out on top and have a really big impact. However, Adeo was also able to inform everybody that it is he knows the mid laner from the Pagans, and that this is probably a first time Talia. So you can see how it will go on. Nonetheless, we are hoping for an absolute banger of a series, and we will see how this game gets on shortly. Meanwhile, Sai, are you a person to make a snowman, or are you more interested in a snow fight?
What would I do? Yeah, I think I would prefer a snowman because I just have dog shit aim. So I think I might just have to end up hitting a tree or something if I throw a snowball.
Well, I hate to bring it to you, brother, but I'm the guy who's going to be stuffing snow down people's jackets. I love that part about snow.
In chat saying, who will win? Tell us. Well, if I tell you, then they'll lose. I'm not saying shit. I'm not praising either team for this last match.
Let's see. We have had 4 people bet. So, Sai, if you would be kind enough to post a little message in the chat, we will also know if you voted yes or no.
Okay, sure. I have not voted. Yeah.
Ah, he hasn't voted.
I will not vote it this time.
Right, and in the meanwhile, it looks like the problems have been solved. So we are about to jump into this third game between Latitude and Pagans, a game that does not matter for the standings, but will matter for their own pride. So let's see, will the Pagans come out on top, or will we see Latitude making sure that their unbeaten series remain?
Minions have spawned.
Oh, Zach. You got a 1v3 here, gets the ward out.
Meanwhile, both teams having some plans, but one thing that is really important to mention though is that Zach Jungle absolutely wants to be mirroring the wants to be on the opposite side of Bunio, of the Volibear. He does not want to be on the same side, because technically until he gets his ult, he's one of the weakest junglers in the game, having a really hard time with his 1v1s. So I think this is an excellent decision that they've made, making sure that they're on opposite sides. Meanwhile, we do see a little trade going on in the bot lane with some damage onto Quaison.
Small trading going on. It looks like the junglers are mismatched, so... Oh wait, they get the level 2 advantage, they want to fight in the bot lane, but both teams have level 2 now. Stun procced onto the Corki, and he gets up.
Just a little friendly trade early on, nothing too serious, going down for now.
Oh, flash kisses! Damn. Well, I'll take good try.
White Satan doing his best to make sure that he gets or tries to get Humble set up early on. They get the shove in and they are waiting in the bush to see if
Crazy name, by the way, White Satan. I think it's Saturn.
White Saturn. Oh, I keep forgetting that one. Meanwhile, the enemy mid decided to burn the ignite in the top lane.
Asante, actually both are quite low. Yon gets the level 4 first, Cassandra gets it right back. Does he hit the Q3? Oh, they both have Q3 ready. Oh, they both don't hit it. Just not enough damage onto the Cassandra. Volleyball's here to fight the Zac for the crab. Zac smites it and flashes out. What? Another crab.
As I mentioned, Zac being the really weak early game jungler, he needs a couple of levels before he can really start doing anything. So good for Zac realizing instantly that he has to be doing this, and also kudos to Bunyo realizing that he wants to try and contest.
Hitting in mid lane, but does the Braum hit the stun? No, he does not. Oh, the pocket.
Oh, what the fuck? Flash forward, flips him.
Volleyball coming in. He doesn't want to flash for it. He doesn't have his Q leveled up, or he has leveled up, but not enough points in it to get the speed up. It looks like the Braum is getting quite ballsy, walking up, jumps away.
Oh, and Zac jumps in! Can he get the stun? Oh, kill secure by Bao! He gets the stun on the Nami and the Volleyball! Oh, Volleyball flashes out! The stun misses for the Syndra!
The Q does not, or the W does not kill.
Excellent decision making from the Zac, knowing that Bishop had just burned his flash and was still standing up. Therefore, he's able to jump in, guaranteed a knock-up, and from that point down, that's all she wrote. Talia was going to go down for the first blood, and they hand that. The only unfortunate part is that it is on the support, White Satin, who ends up getting the kill. Meanwhile, this top lane just keeps trading.
Oh wow, Zac jumps in, but Ram is coming from the back, gets the back on the Corki, but does not continue.
Zac looking for some early ganks. We will see the kill here early on. Zac getting out of vision, making sure that it is able to jump onto the Talia, and after that, that's all she wrote, making sure that she can go nowhere, and then even still pulling both people together with the stretch, and therefore forcing the flash of Bunyo.
I like that he saved the pull for the Nami and the Volibear. Good patience on his part, didn't use it on the Talia. Oh, he gets the proc onto the Corki, walks up with the Volibear there. Zac jumps in, pulls the Corki back. Corki might be dead here. Oh, kill goes to Zac. Ninja's here. Talia comes in. Oh, what? We go top lane. Wait, what? Wait. Corki died.
The action in the bot lane ended. Corki died, and once again, Corki was the one who burnt the flash earlier. So again, a very good job from Papito, making sure that he is keeping track of who has flash and who doesn't, and making them pay for it. And this time, collecting the kill himself, meaning that that Latitude are up 1.5k after a solid 6.
Oh wait, Cassandra goes all out. Oh, he missed on the W turn. Jonas will go back, but Jonas back now, adding auto attacks, gets the kill.
Well played by Cassandra. Now 500 gold up.
Oh, Bubble hits on the Syndra. Oliver running.
Syndra flashes out.
Pagan's deciding not to take everything just lying down. They decide to throw a counter punch. And I gotta say, during this series, Tsumitaze has had an absolute, enemy mid's number in the top lane consistently.
One more pop, gets it. Zaya wants a fight. He gets the pullback. Big damage. Help on Zaya. Humble is on the board. Can he get two? Does he? Oh, he ults for it. He does not want the Bam to get the kill.
White Satin being very kind, just chaperoning his AD carry, but Humble realizing that Nami has the passive, which means that each time she uses an ability on herself or around her, she will provide movement speed so she can run away, and does decide to burn the ultimate to make sure that Humble ends up getting the kill. This means that there's a 2k gold lead in the bot lane, of which 1.1k is on the AD carry, and after some things have been taken, this should work out in their advantage. Meanwhile,
there will be a fight for the gloves. Bomb gets flipped. Zac jumps in. Ooh, it's a big knockup. Yo, Ultu whips. Gets a kill on to the Talia. And will keep fighting, but has to snap back. Oh, flash kill out of the Cassandre. Can Cassandre keep going? He's 1v3 right now. Pushes both back. Knocks them both up for the alley-oop into the volley bear. Zac in his passive, he dies. Oh, Cassandre. Oh, what the fuck? Volibear dies. So Zac goes down to the Cassandre. Cassandre is careful. It's up in 1 second. The ult is up. Does he want to use it? He does! And the fully charged W. Boom! Double kill for the Cassandre!
And that means that all the kills go over to the Cassandre. A 5-0 Cassandre with a near 2k gold lead in the top lane. This has been happening throughout the entire series. Tsumitaze has had his enemy mid's number the entire series, and once again he is upping kills. That means that once again enemy mid is going to have to try and mitigate the damage in the top lane. Meanwhile, we see a little scuffle in the mid lane, but still it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, because there is a big gold lead for the bot side of the map.
Getting flipped. It might be a free kill. What the fuck? No, it's not. It's a free kill on the Nami.
Humble absolutely being accelerated here and continues to grow his lead. Meanwhile, we see how hard
Yon. Oh, can you get the knockup? Oh, chest misses.
We see how hard the lane has become for enemy mid in the top lane.
Oh, Zac jumps in, gets the pullback onto the Talia, but has to walk out of the territory. Even though... Oh wait, hold up. The ult goes out, kills the Talia, Volibear coming in. Oh, he used the wrong place. I thought... Okay, according to Google, this Yon should be favored in the matchup, but I don't know how favored you can be against a 5-0 Cassandre. Volibear coming in, pushed back, but the Q resets. Ult goes down, but he doesn't disable the turret. But Cassandre is here! What the fuck? Oh, Brown gets the kill onto the Volibear. Now he has to flash out, bubble onto Syndra. Cassandre picks up another kill. 6-0.
Pagan's feeling the need to get Tsumitaze into the team fights. And yes, he is growing his lead, but the rest of his team is kind of falling back a bit more.
Oh, hold up, Gonzaga, the solo kill. Ew. Guess he really wanted to keep that control word. Fair enough.
Humble deciding to do what supports normally do, being the big vision war. I mean, meanwhile, we see another fight going on in the top lane.
Yes, ult up. He pushes him back, pulls him back, knocks him up. Oh, what the fuck was that? It looked a little scuffed with the Q3 and the Cassandra going out at the same time. Oh, Syndra is going deep in. Gets the kill onto the Talia. Oh, wait. Did you get the kill onto the Nami? Edging the turn a little bit. Oh, gets the kill and lives.
And right now, their laners are absolutely running away with it, being in the mid lane and the bot lane. They are both close to 2k ahead, with the support having a 1k gold lead. And that is, of course, offset by the 2k gold lead in the top lane for Tsumitaze. A lot of this game is going to ride on the decisions that Tsumitaze is going to be making. He's going to have to really set up his team and see what they can get back. But we were hoping for a good game, and I gotta say, 19 kills in 13 minutes, it's a bit of a fiesta. I like it. I like it very much.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, have a look at what's going on the top side.
Top side? Oh, looks like this Yod is not gonna have fun. He doesn't have ult yet. He's so dead. He gets the kill though? Oh, the Cassandra gets his first assist.
They send 3 top, get an easy pickings off on their own. That means that in the bot lane,
oh, they might be getting
more fun is to be had.
The Nami tidal wave goes wide. Flash into the pool. Knockouts everywhere. First kill goes to Zac. Second kill goes to Zac. But the Cassandra is here. Someone save the Zaya. Nope. Oh, I honestly think he can 1v3 here. I'm not even kidding. Oh, loses his shield. Looks like he hasn't gone out. But the Talia might pick up the kill onto the bound. The Cassandra still has 100% KP. Now with 2 more assists.
Yeah, but the gold lead, look at what happened again. The Cassandra has managed to grow his lead to 3.1k gold, which means he's a full item ahead now. But more importantly, he was able to pick up the shutdown from Humble. And so right now, the gold lead is down to 2k, well, 1.5k technically for the teams here. And more plates are to be had.
Oh, it looks like Syndra on right here. They're going for the Nami, but there's a Cassandra here. I don't think this is worth it for them. Even if they get the kill on the Nami, the Cassandra will get even more fast. But Zaya's here to pick up the Nami. Can Cassandra kidnap someone? He's perma-rooted. Oh, he misses the Q3. But his team is here to save him. Bubble, pull back. Cassandra ulti goes all out. W kills the Syndra. Oh, the Zaya will get the kill onto the Cassandra. Can she clutch? She cannot.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Holy
In the
shit.
end, we see Cassandra going down, but look, he's taken 3 of them. And this is big. This means that his team can catch up. The leads in the respective mid and bot lane are significantly going down. And if they can still pick up this Yone here, that's going to be an absolute massive one.
Oh, there's that one expires. The Yone ult goes wide. I think he can still kill the Nami though if he can play well. Nami flashes away. Bubble misses. The Talia Q takes it up.
And we continue to having the fiesta. We are now at 16 minutes and 30 kills. We are continuing to have an absolute fiesta here. They are trading kills left, right, and center.
Ram is ganking the Koki. Gets the proc on him. Hunts him up. Zaya's here. Ult's in. Teleport into the bot lane. Wait, who's the teleport? It's the Talia. But it's too late. Is he picking up the flash? Pull back on to the Zaya. Ooh, but the Zac is here. Pulls them both together. Knocks them all up. Nami's here for the heals. Oliver keeps auto-tagging. Doesn't get the passive off the Zac. As someone pointed out in chat, it is 2 kills per minute in this game. super bloody game we're getting here. Oh, Zack is gonna jump in, but he doesn't know Volibear's there, but he knows the Singer's there. Telling us ults in, gets the round end. Oh, Volibear flashes behind, doesn't want to fight the Syndra. Gets stunned up, goes in. Oh, Zack is back from his passive. Volibear E goes, oh, gets the shield. What the fuck? Kassan is fighting the Yone in his tier 2. Oh, Yone goes in. Does he fancy a fight? I still don't think he wins. The Kassan still has ult. Or does he? He wants to fight. Kassan goes all out. The W misses. Yone Q3 hits. And he got it out. Oh my god. Both on one auto take away.
In the meanwhile, Pagans are able to pick up the dragon because they still had a jungler, and Zack was down for the count.
Nami goes out. The bubble hitter. Oh, the Syndra gets a kill onto the Nami. Volibear disables the turret. Going for the Syndra, gets knocked back. And the Syndra gets out. Oh, what the fuck? The Zack is here with no passive. I don't think they want this fight with the Volibear. Oh, what the fuck? He does want the fight. Oh, the Syndra's there. Didn't see that. Volibear has to run away. Comes into the chickens.
Meanwhile, the fiesta continues because we are at 36 kills at 18 minutes and a half. We're now getting an average of 2 kills a minute here. So that continues, and it doesn't look like it's completely ended yet, because look who's pathing down towards mid and could potentially cut off a retreating Braum there. We might be seeing more action in that jungle very shortly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cassante waiting in the bush. Get to the Braum. Oh. Nope, Braum W's away. Although the Cassandra still has his about 3k goal lead, the further you go into the game, the less the goal lead matters. So even though before he could 1v3, I don't think he can do it now, considering the other champs have items. But you never know. He can still clutch it, perhaps.
Be sure to read the messages.
Yeah, I read the chat. I have no idea what all the humanity is. Is that an old people thing? Alright, Gramps.
Hey!
Oh wait, Knockup goes onto the Braum. Hold up, we gotta fight here. Oh, Zack jumps in, but I don't think that was a good choice. Nami goes out. Zack jumping everywhere. The Braum lives. No, not goes onto the Cassandra. Kassandra's second three will also out. W's out. Flash is out too, but he gets pulled back by the Zack. Still goes onto the Xayah. Xayah ult. Can she get the pullback? No, she can't. Zack jumps in to the Nami. Gets the kill. The Braum is on blinky health bar. Xayah jumps in. Gets the stun. What the fuck? They got the turret. Can Talia win this? Oh, Syndra might get out. Talia does have ult in a second. Oh, they're looking for Aaron. I think they get it. The Volibear is alive, but he doesn't want to go for the steal. Rather pensive. Says, yell out all the humanity for a sigh. Please be allowed to cast a voice. Why? This is definitely an old people joke I don't get. How about next time someone gets aced, then I'll yell it. How about that? Deal? Stun goes on to the Talia. I think Syndra might win this, but Talia's playing the vision pretty well. Oh, the ult! Unlucky. They
Xayah provided a little bit of insight on the humanity part.
Okay, hold up. Oh wait, I gotta read it later after this fight.
I'm not sure you're gonna get to read it during this game. I'm not gonna lie about that one.
Oh, Asani goes in, goes all out, kills the Zaya. Volibear takes the kill. Oh, can he get the stun to Zac? No, he can't. Push back to the Volibear. But he ults in. What the fuck? He dies. Oh, what? He was gonna hit those, but the Talia flashes it knocked back onto the valve. Oh my god, the Corki gets popped by the Syndra. There's a TP coming in. Who the fuck is it? It's a Talia! Leah misses the pullback. Sonic has the Q3, hits the Q3 onto the valve. Now he flashes and then does nothing. It's getting 1v1 by the Syndra. No, Q3 is in. Doesn't get the kill. Killed by the Syndra. Sonic, 1 health. Oh, he dashes to get the W off. Double kill for the Syndra.
And meanwhile, the Braum gets to live on a blinking health bar, having been a participant in 23 out of the 30 kills. Ladies and gentlemen, White Satin is really making sure that he is omnipresent on the map. Meanwhile, we have a massive gold lead in the mid lane and the AD carry role. The mid lane is a 5k gold lead up until now, whereas the AD carry is up at 3k, so that's at least a full item. And I fear that the days of Tsumitaze having fun and absolutely rolling over enemy mid are over. His team just has fallen behind too far, and unless if he can get a close 1v1 somewhere, I feel like this is just curtains for him. And right now, it's just all going to come down to how they execute on the team fight.
I think this is making a clear case for Tsumitaze of being the ace on his team, assuming he loses. What MVP, but hold up, they don't want to lose just yet. They get the counter to the Syndra. Zac jumps in. Euro hit. Equity. Sonic goes all out. What? The Zac goes into the passive. The Yon Q3's back in. Go, help it. The tower gets pulled up. Zac revives. But he goes right into the grave. Yon kills. Was it the Yon? Someone killed the Volibear. What the fuck? The Yon kills the dummy. Just Zaya left. Can she do it? No, she can't. Oh, the humanity. Ace for pagans.
And there we go. We have a potential for a comeback. Just as I was saying that Tsumitaze probably having absolute killing sprees are probably over. We have one big fight, and the big difference here was that Latitude was not grouped up. It took it took several seconds before Humble was able to join the fight, and Oko got blown up right off the bat. Therefore, this gave an entrance for Pagans to fight back and claw back some of the gold. A couple of big shutdowns go over, and this means that the gold lead is reduced to a 6k deficit. As we see here, the replay, Nami caught out all alone. She flashes but is blown up instantly. Meanwhile, look, at this point, Humble still has not joined the fight, and two people are basically down. Humble is only joining the fight now, which then means that they get to blow up the others. And then it's a question of what can Tsumitaze do on Humble. Baits out the ultimate. Humble tries to trade back onto the Talia, but unfortunately it is too little too late.
Like a Sunday back. Oh, the Yon is here. It's the on onto the Talia. He doesn't get the unravel down in time. Well played by the Yon for that catch. Oh, Zac jumps in, wants the fight. Pulls the Volibear and Nami together. But he might be dead. Oh, the Nami dies first. Volibear also over. Kills the Zac. Sonic went all out at some point.
In the meanwhile, we have 60 kills in a 26-minute game.
Oh my god.
This is absolute cinema. At this point, they are just... I wonder if somewhere production would be able to dig up the stats of what the biggest kill count game of this Winter LCS is. I'd be very curious to know, because we could very well be in for an absolute banger of a last game.
Mm-hmm. Surely this has to be the highest like kill per minute at least. 27 minutes and what? 57 kills? That's more than 2 kills per minute. Oh, hold up. We could be getting more kills here. Knockup goes onto the bound. Another pullback from the Kalia. Oh, massive stun from the Sinjot. Oh, this Cassante is getting melted. Oh my god. Yo, oh, Zac, jump onto the volley man. Oh, Kalia gets pulled back onto the Zac, but I think she's just dead. Oh, it's just Corky left. Zac jumps in. 0 of 5. Lead ace. Start the game. Dude, I think will be the only undefeated team across a whole bracket, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, in the Sweatlord's bracket, there's only one undefeated team, and that is gonna be Latitude here. They're gonna clinch this, or it looks like they're not done yet.
This is like the opposite of KD for me.
Anyhow, we gotta thank both teams for providing us with a proper amount of entertainment, because this was a very entertaining series and a very entertaining game 3 to close this out. Your winners, Latitude, with a 2-1 score, taking top of the group and making sure that they are remain there with a 4-0 record. In second place, it then will be Mystery Inc. Third place will go to Pagans. Fourth place to Goon City, and the 5th place is the Salomon Gun Dunnies. Oh boy, this was a good series.
Mm-hmm. Quite entertaining.
I love how some people are talking about the fact that Humble ain't getting paid enough, and Humble is just like, I want to sleep.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think Humble's a clear MVP, and the Pagan top laner, the clear ace, in my opinion. What about you?
Let me think here. Humble did amazing in. No, he did well in all games. I would agree with a Humble MVP. I think that Oko did an amazing job as well. I think the mid laner Oko is Oko Magnus? Mm-hmm. I think Oko is Magnus, right? If it's Magnus, then Magnus did an absolutely fantastic job as well, and the ace has to go to Mitase. Right, Sweatlord's playoffs kicks off on the 16th of February, and these are your matchups. We will have Latitude, first in their pool, facing off against the Coin Flip Amateurs. They will be joining the same part of the bracket. Up to the finals by Perplexed Express and Pagans. Meanwhile, we have Team Zib going up against Goon City, and we have Mystery Int who will be facing the Cutters Cuties. I think that's cuties. A little. But isn't Mystery Int the second place team and Cutters Cuties the first place team? No. Or have I completely missed it? Cutters Cuties ended up getting
Jack in chat. I think he said no to something.
Unless I am completely.
Oh, Cutters finished third due to game score.
Oh, okay, right. So no, then this is the correct
matchup. Okay, right. I was under the impression that the Cutters had taken the first place in their groups.
Yeah,
right.
they won yesterday, right?
Yeah, but they ended up in that circle of suck together with Team Zib and
the unfortunate
Perplex
circle of
Express.
suck.
So, right, this is. So these are the matchups for the future, unless if production still has anything else, or if my co-caster wants to say. Oh, okay, right. So we are still being instructed to provide MVPs. We agreed on the mid laner. If I'm correct, that is is that Magnus or Oko? I think that the Humble is definitely a pick for MVP. And I gotta say that that White Satin also had a really good series here. So I think that those three would be my picks for decision if you gotta name three. Any that you disagree with, Sai?
No, I think all three are good choices.
Or do you want to put the jungler in there?
I think the choices are fine.
Then I would go with Humble, Oko, and White Satin as three potential picks for the MVP. Meanwhile, the channel points are being distributed. So once again, Sai missed out on a chance to get some points. And without further ado, unless if Sai still has something else to add, then I think that we will be calling it. Right. Then,
GG's, fellas. See you in the playoffs.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And until the next series start, signing off for now. Ta-ta.
Bye.